Hey guys, Paul here. Once again, hey, I'm down in the corner of the site, but what we're going to talk today is we're going to talk about this. Okay, everybody see that? It's kind of cool, isn't it? It is a. If you said basketball, you are absolutely wrong because this is not a basketball. Okay, even I think it's kind of ironic that it says Star Wars in it. This is the sun. Okay, if I stare at it too long, see the orange? That should have been the giveaway. But if I stare at it too long, I go blind. Oh, I can't see. Not the case. Okay. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about space. And what space have to do with the basketball? Well, let's pretend that the sun was the size of this basketball. That I could literally hold it in my hand. Okay. If you want to start getting a grasp on how big space is, look at this bad boy. Now I put it up in there. I attached a little sheet that kind of explains it in greater detail that you can look at. But this talks about the sun the size of a basketball. Okay. How far away would Mercury be? Okay. If we're looking at how far away Mercury would be, it would literally be, I'll leave it back down there. Just think about walking across a room. Okay, so if I had the ball over there all the way at the other edge of the room, okay, that's just about, it's not, it's 12 yards is what it says on there, but that's probably about right. Okay, and then you kind of look at it, and when you look up into Mercury and you see the sun up in the sky, that's about the size of it. Okay. Now, how far away would the Earth be? Well, now we need to start thinking about your house. Okay. Let's say your house is about 30 yards. That'd probably be about right. The length of your house. Okay. Probably close to it. The length of your house, and you hold up the basketball, and you can see it, and you kind of do that, and you do that. They're going to be very similar. Okay. Don't look at the sun. It'll blind you. But it's giving you an idea of scale. Okay. Now we start going out and we look at the others. Pluto, and I still consider Pluto a planet. Okay. It's going to be almost two in probably 2/3 laps around the track. Okay. If you've ever been to a track, we like to go down to our local track down here and run around it at night. And can't do it anymore, but yeah, that gives you an idea. That's like 7/10 of a mile. Okay. Now to really the wow factor starts sinking in. When you start thinking about this as a basketball, the nearest star. And there it is, Proxima Centauri, okay, closest star. And it is literally, well, 4.3 light years. Well, light year, that's a good question. We'll get to that in a second. But you'd have to walk. If you're going to walk, like we said, walking the length of your house is about how far the Earth is away. Okay? 2.5 laps around the track is about how far Pluto is away. You'd have to walk literally from here almost to London, England. Okay? If it was size of the basketball. I love it. I used to do this with the and I tried to find it, and I don't know why. I'll grab it real quick. Softball. This is not a softball, but I'm not going to go to the store. My wife won't let me to get a softball. It's about the size of a softball. If the sum of the size of a softball, it's a cat toy. You have to walk from here to Chicago, from Holbrook, America to Chicago. That's a long way. Okay, but you start getting ideas of size and scale and all those different things. It gets nuts. Okay, now before we go on, I want to encourage you to do one thing. Okay, and I kind of talk about this in another video, but basically what you're going to do is this: is in the other video I talked a lot about making credit. Watch it. It's there. This one's the same. Okay, I'm going to come here. I'm going to open up a new document, and I'm going to call. I'm just going to name my new document. I'm going to name it, Ernest T. Bass Space Videos. Okay, and I put my name up there. My name's not really Ernest T, but I put it up there, and I named it. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to type Paul McCord at Epic Charter Schools. I do that, and then this is the important thing. As I go in there, I'm going to click the link, and I'm going to change it to. You can change it to anyone with a link, anyone in the deeds, but I just go ahead and change it public on the web. Okay, and send it. Okay, send, and that'll share it with me. What I need is I need something I can show. I can put in a folder to say that we actually worked on space, which is kind of cool. And now these are for my littles. They're a little bit simpler, but there's still a lot of good information there. Okay, this is one that I thought was for my littles, but it is an amazing, amazing site. It's the Kids Club. Okay, and they have all types of stuff. If you look, they have all these. gallery is like the image of the day. We'll pull that out. And they update these. See, they've even added that one. They added that one just within the last 30 minutes. But I'm not sure if this is our astronauts that's up in space. I know we had one that just returned. And I thought that was kind of cool. But, space is something that, you think about NASA, and it just seems like something so foreign. But, a guy I sat with in class, a little bitty Buffalo, Oklahoma, Gary, he works for NASA as an engineer. And his crew, him and his crew, designed the hinge for the space shuttle that opened up the big door. And they improved it. And that's kind of cool. Another buddy of mine, John, that I went to college with, he is the light bulb guy. Okay, and I know that sounds like a weird job for NASA, but think about all the light bulbs. Okay, all the light bulbs. He orders them. He figures out what the right ones to get. A lot of times he goes and him and his crew they go in there and they put them in. We're not talking about just the light bulbs for the offices, but we're talking about also the light bulbs for the, on the launcher. I mean, just everywhere. Okay, they go and they put those light bulbs in, and it's just kind of I guess someone needs to put him and be in charge of light bulbs, and he's got the job. And it's kind of cool. But these are just amazing. That's a habitable zone. In a minute, I'm going to show you something that I want to. One of the things that I love, I took a Professor Kavanaugh, unbelievable professor, and it was really cool. And he taught a lesson on aliens, and it was a great lesson. And he talked about the habitable zone. We'll talk about that as we go through. Just a bunch of different photos. Okay, there's a spiral galaxy, and if you look at it, we would be about right in here. Okay, of the spiral galaxy on one of the inner arms, which is just kind of neat. Just think there's millions of them. Okay. Here's pictures of walking on 13, imagining Apollo 13. Ain't that the one that we lost? I don't know. The crew never made it. Okay. But it's all there. Okay. And any of the stuff you do, watch a video, you can put it up there and check it out. It's neat. Okay. And I can just spend a long time. If you go in here and you look at the galleries, there's actually these ultra high def videos. Okay. And you can go in there and you can look at all of it. Let me see. Let's go and see. There's more than one. What I would do is the sound and visions of silence. So I'm going to Control C, and it's going to open up, and I just put them on here. Control V.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while
And I was told that it cuts out my voice whenever it does this, but this is really, if you look at it, this is like the horizon. Okay, right there, and in it are all the gases that make life possible. When we go back to the old basketball thing, and we talk about space and our satellites and all those things, how far off of it they are. When they talk about going out to space and launch our International Space Station, how far away from it, if this was a scale, how far away from it to be? And what you don't know is it's only about a half inch. It's about that far off of the basketball. Okay, and if you think about where this video is placed at, you can see, yeah, that's definitely some truth to it. You flat earthers, I'm sorry, but that's wrong. Okay.
I was sleeping beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp.
It's all there. This one might not be one of the best videos to go, but definitely go check out whichever ones you want. Here we go. It gets first 8K video from space. Let's see this one. Check out my hand. I think he was the guy that's been in space for like 200 some days. I think he's the guy that brought back, I just saw him on the news. But we talk about space and exploration. Guys, we're going to, we're going there. We're going to Mars. We're going to those planets and stuff, and it's an amazing, amazing time. And some of you guys, this guy right here. When did he decide to become an astronaut? He probably didn't decide when he was. He probably didn't decide when he was 30. Okay, he just saw an opening in the newspaper. No, probably when he was like 10 or 12 is when he started working on becoming an astronaut. Okay, so set your goals high. You'll never know what you can achieve. And that video was amazing. I hope it showed up well in the format that we're using. Okay, but once again, just watch the videos, write about them, and you know what? I can get you some credit. There are so many things that we open it back up. It's the best way that I know. NASA Kids Club. Here's one that we can even watch. The NASA audiences for educators. Okay, about, and I think this is a really cool people of NASA. Okay, and just the faces of technology, all those different things, and it's just kind of neat. Faces of technology. Meet Jackie Quinn.
One of our missions at NASA is to protect our planet and maintain the beauty that we call Earth. Hi, I'm Jackie Quinn. I look for clean water on Earth and on the moon. And we call it MSOLO, which is Mass Spec Observing Lunar Operations, to go out and look for these resources that could actually enable us to sustain human exploration on the lunar surface, and then it says that stepping stone to get us on to Mars. I love to be outside. I made the film crew come out here. The Earth is pretty cool, and if you can capture that energy and bring it back into your workplace, it just makes you all the better and more creative. That's why it's so important to protect every bit of it. I've had an opportunity to work on a number of environmental cleanup technologies, actually going out and doing the cleanup at the sites. I've worked on this.
That's her video, and like I said, you're willing to watch as many videos as you want and write me little reports of them, and the more you do, the more credit. It might be impossible to get a whole science credit just by doing a ton of videos, okay? They have not only videos, but they have all this information here if you want to do more like a research project. They also have NASA TV, okay? Insight to Mars landers. So those are just, tons of different things. There's a Mars lander, and learn about that and write me a report, small little report about that. The more you do, the more credit I can give you. You just don't know. It's possible. Ebooks. I don't even know what the ebooks are about, okay? Popular ebooks, Earth, a photo essay from NASA scientists. Let's click it and see, okay? Okay, it's going to open up the ebook, read it, write a report about it. Bam, it's awesome. Okay, the Blue Marble, the view from Apollo. That's an amazing Apollo 17. Okay, there we go. Now, that's all the NASA site. Like I said, the more you do, the more you can get into it. Okay, let's get back a little bit to our lesson. Okay, we talked just a little bit about how big it was with the basketball, held that up. But I want you to kind of think more and more about it. We talked about the distance and across the room for Earth and across the room for, it's all on there. There's 9 yards between Earth and Mars, okay? 30 yards from the Earth and the sun, okay? That's like the distance of a house, length of a house. Light years, it takes 8 minutes for light to reach us, and that is at this distance right here. I think that's meters per second. I have to check and see, okay? But that gives you an idea, because there would be, like, if one time around the track is 400 meters, 1,760 meters in a mile. So you can do the math there and figure that out. But just know it takes 8 minutes for light to reach us. If the sun were to blow up, boom, it would be 8 minutes for us to find out. Okay? Now, it's 4.3 years for that light to reach Proxima Centauri. Right there. Okay? That gives you a little bit of an idea of how big space is. As we go into it, guys, if you're receptive to this, hey, that's awesome. I do have some, and I might have showed you. Basically, you can just click on the class join link. Right there, you click on that. That's going to enter you into the class. When you do that, please enter into like your PM25263, whatever it is, and then your password is epic1234. That way I know who you are, and that way I can access it. I don't have to go fishing. If you want to just put your name on, fine with that too. But here's just some lessons I put up there. And like Learn the Planets, our Epic Galaxy, we can click on this. And it's got all these different terms on here, okay, that you can kind of use. Okay, and once again, I showed that in the other video that I made, but on this one, it's even there, and there's 20 on. What is a supernova? A gigantic star explosion. And we've actually caught those and got those filmed, which is really kind of cool. Okay, astronomy is absolutely, it's bonkers. Okay, we'll go back over here, but go there, do like I showed in the other one. Okay, you can learn them. Okay, which is like multiple choice. Okay, you can go ahead and you can write them. And this one you got to spell them out. It's a little more difficult. You got to spell them out. Right here, you can go in and you can do a test. You can set up a test and you can make the test. If you want to do the options and take off some of these and make it where it's just like matching or multiple choice, you can do that and then take the test. Once you take the test, create the new test, is go in and do it and create it, submit. Okay, check the answers. A, B, C. See if I got any of those. Probably don't. But check the answers. It gives you a grade 0. Okay, make 100 of it. Take it as many times as you want. Send that to me. It should be really cool, guys. With space, okay. There's so much out there that I'll ask you to do this. This is a hyperdoc that I created. You click on it, you open it up, and once you get the hyperdoc, okay, you can put in your name and then put in a question: are there aliens? That's something I've always been curious about. I had a buddy I taught with for like 5 years, and then we're just sitting there and we're driving to some teacher conference, and he comes out and he was as normal as it gets. Alien encounter, and just dead serious, and I just wow. Another friend of mine said he had an encounter, but he was a little flaky. But this guy was an amazing teacher, and for him to come up there and say something, I don't know, something's out there, okay? But the lesson itself talks a lot about habitable zones and what makes life possible, and those are good lessons to have. Brain pops, if you want to do them, go for it, okay? This is an amazing video. I want you to think about the sun for just a moment, okay? Because we talked about the sun, we use a basketball, we put it in scale, but how important is that bad boy? Okay? As we watch the video.
While billions of stars are scattered throughout the universe, the one at the center of our solar system.
Okay, I apologize.
It was born when a cloud of dust and gas, known as a solar nebula, collapsed. And in the
And we're going to talk about it. If you want to watch that video and you want to like summarize it, and like I said, the more if you write a sentence, I can give you a little bit of credit. But if you write like a couple paragraphs, then we're talking more and more credit. And there's enough information on there you can. But I want you to think about it. If this is a sun, okay, how important is it? Well, let's think about this. The surface of the sun is going to be about 10,000 degrees. 10,000. That'll burn you. But that's also by coincidence the temperature of a bolt of lightning. Okay. And we'll talk about this in a moment, but astronomy, we don't really know. When they give you an idea, like 6.5 billion years old is what they're talking about. We don't know that. We weren't there. Okay, that is a theory. There's a difference between theory and fact. Fact we can observe, we can manipulate, we can monitor. Okay, the age of the solar system of our star, we can't. Okay, it's all changed. And I want you to understand that also when we get in and we start talking about science, is that when I was in your guys' age, there were 9 planets. There were no others. Okay, we now know that there's literally thousands of planets. There's thousands of stars out there that have planets, and we can observe them because our science has gotten better. Our powers of observation has gotten better. They said there's billions of stars. Wow, that is something that's really. Just think about it. I talked about the distance of 4.3 light years away to the nearest star, and then you go adding billions. It definitely changes things. Okay, back to the sun. Why is it so important? Because I want you to think about hydrogen, helium. It's that what is going on is all that heat, all that pressure actually causes a nuclear fission. Okay, that's just like a nuclear bomb, a fission bombs. That's an immense amount of power. Okay, and that's happened constantly on the sun. I'll get in there and we'll just kind of look at the surface and just kind of watch.
In the core, percent helium. Due to the sun's extreme temperatures, these elements stay in a gas-like phase called plasma.
And the video does a really good job of explaining what the plasma is actually liquid. It's not gas. It's called a plasma. It's like a lake of really nuclear fission reactions is going on all the time. And that's when you go outside, you're getting that energy off the sun. That bomb is going off, and it's way out there. But plants are getting that. That's causing something called photosynthesis. That's actually converting that sunlight into energy. Sugar that a cow can eat, or we can eat. We get that sugar, causes our cells to grow. Okay? You shut that off. You shut that power supply off. You shut the sun off. Those plants are going to die within like 2 weeks. Life as we know it wouldn't exist. Okay? There'd be no food. The sun is the ultimate source of food and energy for everything. Okay, it's a sun. Okay, now it's just kind of neat. But get in there and look at that video. I encourage you get in and look at the video and learn something and write about it. And what I need is I need something that I can show my principal that you've done some work. That's why those documents are so simple. I put a lot on here. We'll do some more. If there's something you want to know, I want to learn about stars. Write them in there. Okay. If you want to do the brain plot, take a picture of. Hey, that's work. If you want to do, there's like 3 or 4 Quizlets I already got out there that you can put up there. Even the little ones, I'm fine with that. Okay. If you want to teach a lesson to another one of your little ones, do that. Okay. But there's just some really cool things out there. Hubble is one of my favorite things. There's some documentaries out there. This is called The Planet. This is BBC. Amazing. Okay. Or there's time-lapse footage. I know that there are some documentaries on Disney. There's some documentaries on Netflix about the sun and planets and stuff like that. Watch them. Write the name of it down. Okay. Where you found it on Netflix, on Disney Channel. Write the name of it down. Write your summary in there. Send it to me. Boom. Credit. Okay. All we have is time. Okay. What you'll find out is that if your mind is not active, it's like a muscle atrophy. It's not good for the brain to do nothing. And so as you engage, you'll start feeling better. Okay. That's what I've done. The toughest was the first 3 weeks for mine because we were supposed to leave you guys alone, and I really missed being around you guys. But do things like this. Okay. Be creative. Okay, if you want to make a space skill, go for it. Okay, if you want to go on and you want to just go on and as it's related to space, okay, YouTube is going to have more than you'd ever want. Okay, and we're going to put in our aliens real. Okay, there's tons of videos you can watch on there. Pro, con. Approach it scientifically. Okay, the more work you do, the better. Okay, if you want to do a research on Area 51, do it. Okay, I'm all for that. It's space, that's science. We can tie that all in. Okay, let me see. Alien footage, alien video, 2019. They usually have some that's released, which is kind of amazing. All these UFO sightings. If you want to do like a little Project Blue Book thing, go for it. We can tie that on to science. But anyway, back to over here before I get too far-fetched, because I'm into all that kind of wacky stuff. But I'm here for you. We got time. Well, all we have is time. We're not going anywhere, people. Okay? Get in there. Use this as a resource. If there's something you want me to help you with, go for it. If you want to just meet with me and kind of use my brain and we can kind of tag team on it, I'm fine with that because I want to keep my brain occupied too. If you want to find a book about space, about the first astronauts, we can go to Amazon and order it. Let me know. We'll give you a book report. Do it. Bam. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Okay. I'm going to post this up. I'm going to send this to you and encourage you to go to the site and look at it and do a lesson and send me some work. But guys, all we have is time. We'll see you guys. Care about you. You guys are the best in the world. Bye.